Let's catch up with UNA head football coach Chris Willis. The UNA football team just started back spring training after spring break. And, Coach, let's just talk about that. You guys had 2 practices before spring break. We take a week off. You come back yesterday in shoulder pads, hitting for the first time. What was it like getting the guys back after the layoff?
Well, you're allowed 15 practices, and the first 2 practices you have to go helmets, and that's part of the acclimation. And so we wanted to get that out and get a little bit of teaching done before spring break. It's not always ideal because you take a week off, and coming back yesterday, you could tell we had a week off, and it probably wasn't the best practice. The energy level was good, and the guys were, you could tell working hard at learning what to do, but it just, the execution part was not very good. And but the fact that we're back out there and we had great weather for once, we could go out there in a pair of shorts and not be bundled up. That was good. And so I look forward to the day, and each day we'll progress, and I would hope by the end of the week we'll look really good. And saw a lot of good things, but we got a lot of good teaching to do off the tape from what we saw yesterday, and a lot of it's just execution.
18 of the top 23 tacklers from a year ago return on defense. And let's talk about that defensive unit for 1 second. The likes of Chris Johnson, an All-American a year ago, Christian Taylor, a standout freshman. There's a lot of other names, Coach, but what can those guys work on this spring? What can they get better at?
Well, each one of them's got different things they could work on. I know Chris wants to work on stuff dealing with tackling and coming down in the box. He plays the ball really well, and so now he wants to work on that physical side. And Christian Taylor's got some stuff he wants to work on in the run game fits. And like I said, everybody's got something different. Defensively, you can tell it's probably ahead right now, and they should be. They've got a lot of guys back compared to the offensive side of the ball, but it's spring ball. We're moving a lot of guys around, trying people, a guard may be playing tackle may be playing guard, inside receiver playing outside. So this is where we try a lot of things, and we look and experiment, and, it's going to get better. First day back after a week off, we got guys, I think, still got Panama City and Gulf Shore still on their mind, coming off for a week of spring break. But, I would expect today and tomorrow and the next days to come will be a lot better.
And what's the practice plan for the rest of the week?
Well, right now we're scheduled to go today, and we'll go Wednesday. Thursday and Sunday are our off days, but one of our coaches has got a wedding to be in Saturday, and we were going to go Saturday morning, and he's got a little ways to go. And so I may adjust the schedule, and we may end up just going all the way through to Friday, practice today, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then give them all Saturday, Sunday. I like Saturday morning practices right before lunch, but, trying to help these coaches out. He said that it's one of his best friends, and he scheduled him a wedding right here in the middle of spring ball. So I'm going to work with him and get him there if I can.
UNA football right in the middle of spring training. The spring game coming up later this month. Be sure and visit RoarLions.com for more updates on UNA football.